I've been wanting to do a video about the JQ. Now, people who follow my channel, you know that I'm actually Jewish myself. So, it's an interesting thing. I did a video, I guess it kind of danced around the JQ, where I explained Jews, American Jews, and the dynamics, and explained those to everyone. But I guess the Jewish question is if there's some sort of Jewish conspiracy to take over the world or something. And this whole thing also questions the fact that there's a lot of Jewish people in the media and who are a part of Hollywood. Now, in my circles, if you bring up the Jews in the media, the Jews in Hollywood, what's going to be said to you is, those aren't our kind of Jews. So I think this is important because it's definitely not all Jews. But if there's some sort of conspiracy at all, I would say that, I don't know if it's a conspiracy, but definitely left-wing Jews are doing things that are detrimental to the society. I mean, you can't deny that there's left-wing Jews who are doing these things, but I don't think it comes down to a malicious intent to ruin society. Hear me out on this. I believe it comes down to money. I mean, they point to Jews being in the porn industry. Well, the porn industry makes money. So I think that a lot of Jews are about money. We aren't all like that, but definitely, I've even seen it in the right-wing circles where I would mention my YouTube channel, and one person kept asking me, but can you make money off of it? Like, not everything is about money. Some things are larger than money. I believe that trying to save our country, trying to save the morality of our people, I believe that's bigger than money, but not everybody believes that, and many Jews, especially left-wing Jews, they don't believe that. They believe that money is more important. And as for the media, so you might ask yourself, well, the media doesn't seem to make money. Now, there was a reporter who came out. I can't keep track of everything, so I don't have a link to this, but there definitely was a reporter who came out at some point since I've become a right-wing online activist, keyboard warrior, whatever. There was definitely, and it seemed credible to me, she did a video that was passing around Facebook, passing around YouTube, where a woman was saying she had been a reporter, and she was actually told she was not allowed to report negative stuff about the Middle East, and I don't know if it was her suspicion or if she had seen proof, but the idea was that countries in the Middle East were maybe paying CNN, allegedly, to report them in a positive light, which makes sense, because I remember 10 years ago, 15 years ago, definitely when I was growing up, the media was much more reliable. I remember being a child and learning about the wars and stuff, and seeing a lot of this stuff that was on the news that they don't report on it anymore. And every once in a while, if you poke around enough on YouTube, every once in a while you'll start watching a news video and it'll be CNN reporting about Muslim extremists who are training children or something, and and show their training camp and stuff, and you'll be like, what? And then you'll look in the description and be like, this is from 1999 or something. Like somebody recorded it on their own VCR and did a translation or conversion, a conversion to online, what do you call it? Format. There we go. That's what I was trying to say. Format. They like converted it to an online format and put it up on YouTube. And you're like, oh, that's why, because it's old. So, not necessarily CNN, but you'll see from some sort of major network their news broadcast, and you'll see this stuff, and it'll be like not like what they put out now, and you'll be like, what? And then you look and the date is like, or they'll start talking about, oh, last week such and such happened, and you'll be like, oh, this is old. So, but yeah, I mean, they used to report real news, and they don't anymore, and this was supposed to be a video about the Jewish question. But I guess the Jewish question, I think it's more complicated than a yes or no. And I don't think that those of us who are standing against that kind of degeneracy on the left should be automatically dismissed just because we're Jewish. I mean, if you're going to say that atheists are acceptable and Christians are acceptable, Christians and Jews have more in common than atheists and Jews. So you can't really say, like, oh, it's about, what we have in common, because Christianity and Judaism actually have a lot in common. We have very, very similar morals. So, thanks for stopping by my channel. I will see you next time.